yeah, get Boogie. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get Boogie, and he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Plus, I will be honest with you. Your audience is a great audience. You guys, your fans are great. Like even the ones who don't like me are still like super respectful. They're like, oh, as long as he doesn't talk about the weight and stuff, I see what you guys say, by the way. I don't have a PR guy. I have to see it all myself. So I see the crazy shit you people say. But even like the worst comment that I'll find on the PKA subreddit is like, I was like, oh, it looks like I'll have to skip over 20 minutes of weight walk. That's so nice. Your audience is actually really nice. I really like you guys.
I agree. They're great.
They're the best.
Kyle looks to the side and he looks hesitant.
I love that. You kiss-ass piece of shit. I love them. They're great. Fuck you, Taylor.
They treat me top notch, so I have no reason to dislike. And you should like them too, Kyle. They treat both of us great.
Whatever. Yeah, it's a good audience. I mean, it could be worth. They're nitpicky about some stuff, and they're silly when it comes to some stuff, and immature, and sometimes they just don't get it, if that makes any sense. But for the most part, they're a very supportive, caring audience that really love the product that we're making, and that's why they're so passionate. Passion is the word for it, I guess, most of the time.
I try to keep it
mixed in, but
I try to keep it in perspective. You know, I get fussed at sometimes, and when I do, sometimes it's like the highest rated stuff. That, you know, like, remember all the good stuff too. You know, the bulk of this isn't about fussing about me. The bulk of it is positive stuff or things they'd like to see or good ideas. I just like, if there's a hate Woody day,
critical mass of audience size, there's going to be someone to say something crazy all the time. Like,
and a lot of times, the Woody hate isn't really so much that they like hate who I am. It's that there's an aspect they want fixed that they feel I'm responsible for. And that's something that doesn't come to Kyle and Taylor. You know, they just like, if Taylor's mic is bad, Woody has a problem. If the topics aren't right, Woody has a problem. Thank you for taking
my side on that.
You know, if Kyle's internet connection makes him like pixelated, Woody has a problem. And so sometimes the fussing that comes towards me isn't because they don't like the essence of me. It's because I'm in charge of things aside from what I say.
It's because they see you as the head honcho.
Oh, at the end of the day, though, you're talking about like if that's your worst fan, right? If the guy who's just like really passionate about the product and so he wants to see changes that he feels is positive or wants to see changes in your life that's positive. I will give you an example. I have a guy who posts on my subreddit all the time, and he can be very, very abrasive. But he's super passionate about not just the content that I create, but me as a person. And there have been a couple of times where on other subreddits, people have said something about me, and this person has had my back. And so, like, one time I called him out for being a dick because based on one of the things he was saying on my subreddit, and then 3 days later, he's just, like, rabidly defending me against some other people. It's nice having fans like that. It's scary sometimes, and sometimes it can really throw you off and irritate you and be frustrating. But if you really think about it, what a wonderful gift that is to have, that someone's that dedicated to you or your product. As long as they're not showing up my front door, knocking on our door, which has happened to us, by the way. As long as they're not getting you swatted or sending you pizzas,
I had three
nice.
pizzas yesterday.
Really?
Like, yeah, none of them were prepaid, so I didn't like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, three different pizza delivery places.
Did you keep any of them?
No. And at the time they were coming, my wife was making pizza. I'm like, I'm not going to get this random pizza while she's making it. And one of them, the name on the pizza was Bob Marley, and it came from an 800 number. And I was like, I'm sorry, you know, like this is the lay of the land. This is the people are playing a prank on us, and this is that. And he's like, I should have known. He shows me the receipt. Marley. He's like, Bob Marley from an 800 number. I'm like, all right,
that's his problem.
Yeah, you should have known, maybe.
Has it ever been a blessing in disguise when you got a pizza? Like, God, I'm so busy, I'm just so hungry, and then the doorbell rings, and they're like, hey, we have a pizza for Julius Caesar, and you're like, oh, thank God.
Never. That's never happened. Now, I've had a lot of pizzas sent to me paid for. Right? Like they send me pizzas. Even that, like, it's typically not the configuration that I wish I had. Like, it's a pepperoni pizza. Not the worst, but it just wasn't what I'd have picked. A lot of times when I live stream, it's right after dinner. Like, I tend to go live at like 8 p.m.-ish or 7 or 9 or whatever. I'm not feeling like a second dinner. And then here comes the pizza at the door. It's prepaid. I feel obligated to have like a slice or two because the stream sent it to my house, and they think they gave me a gift when in reality,
yeah, they gave you cards.
Pizza delivered right after dinner is not a gift that you want.
Yeah, they should send you breadsticks or like dessert or something. That'd be cool.
Ooh, ice cream.
I have a question. How much do you tip, or do you not tip at all, if it's a prank delivery and you're not paying for the pizza? Because I gave the guy $5 just for driving out there, and then told him, I don't know, are you supposed to tip in a prank situation?
No, you're supposed to tip when they go above and beyond the Call of Duty for you under a normal circumstance. That's it.
Wait, do you tip your pizza guy?
Yeah,
well, so you don't tip as a standard?
That's delivery. They see that now. Delivery's different.
Yeah, that's what I meant as delivery.
Yeah, but I didn't order that delivery, so someone else owes him a tip, not me.
Okay, that makes sense.
I feel
like if UPS brought a package to my house that wasn't for me, no, he's not getting anything either.
We gave him $5 for him, and then called the place and talked to his manager and told him what was happening. And then I found out that you can do this. You can just call all the pizza places in your area, and then tell them, please put on my account to this address no deliveries that are not prepaid. And now they just don't deliver anything.
I did that.
Yeah, and it still didn't work.
It didn't work.
No dice.
And I'm
so
hoping,
that's definitely on them. Yeah.
And I didn't tip the pizza guy. I feel, I guess, a little bad about it now. But I also feel like if I made a habit of tipping the pizza guy, well, shit.
He'd make a habit of bringing those shit pizzas to you. Now, now he's going to learn.
It's like, when I
bug
hit me.
When I take
that'd be the new prank. Get Woody to tip random people. Send a taxi out. Woody will give him money. Send a pizza guy over. Send a Chinese food guy over.
Uber drivers showing up all day.
What'd you say?
Uber drivers.
Uber drivers, yeah. Like I don't know. In my head, they intend to play a prank on me, and I've said this so many times, but they're really playing a prank on some small business owner who financed all this shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least with you, Woody, like it seems like if the stream's doing it and they prepay it, that they have like a good intent in mind. At least some of them do. With Boogie, like because you're working on losing weight right now, that's almost mean to send you like a bunch of pizza. It's like sending a barrel of Robitussin to a meth head. Like, oh, sign for this. Like that's almost.
I didn't know that was a thing. Robitussin is a meth thing.
I believe Robitussin is how you make cheap shit meth. Is that not correct?
I don't know.
I never heard of that.
Well, remember Walter had the special way of using the what was that? Remember that? What was that chemical that they were always having to go after? The methylene.
Methylamine.
Yeah, he used methylamine instead of the Sudafed, the pseudoephedrine that comes in certain cough syrups and cold medicines. I guess. I think I got that right.
You weren't thinking of Sudafed, were you, Taylor?
Oh, Sudafed. Yep, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't know. Yeah, probably Sudafed.
I think.
Although you can make some drugs with cough syrup too.
Lean.
Yeah, that's when I picked Lil Wayne as my celebrity that under 40 that I think will die next, because he used to have a real lean problem, and I remember he was having seizures because of it, because he was doing so much of it, and then he got clean, but then I've recently read that he's back on the lean again. So
that's a very dangerous thing to get involved in.
Yeah.
I think the
doing lean, wearing hoodies, you never know what could happen.
I don't understand what lean is. All I know is Skittles and Robitussin. Am I missing any ingredients?
Usually, like some kind of like flavored fruit drink. Usually,
but I don't know anything about any bootleg drugs like that. That's
I don't do poor people drugs, Woody.
I mean, that's really got to be what it is, right? Like they're mixing soda and like cough medicine. Like, can't you get a real drug? Like, what is that shit?
Somewhere out there in the middle of Kansas, there's just a trailblazer, just mixing and matching, just trying to find the next crystal meth.
I hear about people eating like random shrooms they found, and then having these dreams, and then having hallucinations about like spiders crawling out of their ears and all over their body and shit. And it's like, yeah, you ate a mushroom you found in some pig shit, bro. What'd you expect? Like, no, don't do that.
That can happen with like over-the-counter stuff. With God, when I was like, I think probably like 19 or 20, I had a horrible stomach flu, and I would like wake myself up retching Like, just I couldn't get any sleep. And so I took like the recommended amount of NyQuil or one of those sleep aids. Didn't do shit. Took another one. Didn't do shit. Was still waking myself up retching. Took like another one. And like I woke up in the morning. It didn't feel like I existed or that I was real. And like I kept like opening my eyes and seeing like little dancing lines in the corners of my vision and thinking that I like saw things like skittering. It was awful. Like that's
stuff. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Ambien messes you up like that too, right? They call it the walrus. Have you heard that term before?
So I don't know what the walrus is, but I can describe my experience on Ambien. So I took the Ambien and I fell asleep, but then I woke up like an hour, 2 hours later, and I had to piss super bad. That's totally what woke me up. Luckily, I didn't piss myself. But I get woken from this deep Ambien sleep by having to piss. And I start walking, leaving my bedroom, heading toward the bathroom. And at the time, I was sleeping downstairs, so I got to go up a flight of stairs to get to the bathroom. And it was like I was really drunk. I was stumbling around. Everything felt thick and foggy. Like it felt like it had 7 or 8 beers, and I did not like that. I definitely couldn't have driven a car. Yeah. I was messed up.
I've never had a sleep aid before, aside from like melatonin.
Yeah, melatonin, like from Turkey or whatever. It's really effective, and I could see how. I guess it's not non-habit forming, but I could see where like maybe you're not chemically dependent, but you're maybe like just dependent on it to go about your life. Like that's what makes your life work. That's how you're able to get up for work. That's how you're able to end your day. Because man, when you take it, you're ready for some sleep. If you ignore it, though, I'm told you go into a really scary, like trippy kind of.
So basically, it puts you on a clock of you've got 20 minutes to fall asleep, or you'll be horrified for 6 hours. And you're like, all right, gotta get to bed. Like,
yeah. It's either a sleep aid or like a weird kind of trippy drug, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't understand fucking around with stuff like that. Like, if anything, those drugs. 2 Ambiens? How many are you supposed to take?
I think I don't know how many you're supposed to take, but my girlfriend takes 1, and I was like, well, give me 2. I'm gonna take 2. One would like make me really sleepy, but 2 would knock me the fuck out, and that's what I was going for.
How long do you sleep? Like 10 hours?
A normal amount of time, like 8-9 hours, and you feel really rested when it's over. I like it a lot. Like it's, I mean,
so you need to be prescribed that?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any negative side effects or anything, but I've had all good experiences from it. But same thing with the Adderall. Like I don't take it regularly. I take it when I need a little help.
Yeah. Or you can take both at the same time. Have like an internal clash of the titans. Who wins? Do you fall asleep? Do you stay awake?
Yeah, take 2 Ambien and 2 Adderall. That would be.
Yeah, and then tell them to send an ambulance on the way, and you'll be waiting outside. Like.
Yeah, you get a damn heart attack. Shit yourself.
Yeah.
I have a topic. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. This was suggested by the PKA subreddit.